I got the strap. This video is sponsored by The Ridge. They make lifestyle products for people that pride build quality and simplicity above anything else. Do you need a haircut? Well, I can't help you, because this video is not sponsored by the hair company. For starters, The Ridge is having a holiday sale through December 7th, and you'll get 15% off of your own Ridge wallet if you use my promo code Gregor and go to ridge.com/Gregor. So why won't I shut up about these things? Because they're awesome. The build quality is great, high quality materials, strong materials. This one's made out of stainless steel, and you can really feel the weight of it. You can really feel the weight of it, especially compared to this one that's made out of like aluminum panels. The aluminum on this one allows them to add some cool designs like this tropical kind of pattern here. So it's also a fashion statement if you choose to make it one. Also, The Ridge makes high quality weatherproof travel bags like this one. The Ridge is so confident about these things that they provide lifetime warranties on them, plus free shipping and returns. If you want to make a statement as a gift or just for a little bit of selfish Christmas shopping, go now before December 7th for your 15% off. Go to ridge.com/Gregor and use the code Gregor at checkout. And as always, a huge thank you to Ridge for supporting the channel. So dudes, I just realized that I spent 18 minutes recording this commentary and then I had my audio settings screwed up. So now I'm doing the whole thing all over again. But I wanted to talk about Halo Infinite, its customization stuff, some of the controversy there. What does it mean? What's going on with the industry? What does this mean about our association with developers, as players, as gamers, as gamer boys and girls? And look, here's the thing. The game is still really good. This is a fucking big team. I'm gonna back out of it when I'm done talking about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, and then actually look at the customization stuff. What they've done here with this iteration of Halo is tremendous. I never thought I would see a return to form with this game. I really thought that after Halo 4 and Halo 5, they were just gonna like Marvel-fy it and just Marvel schlock it and make it into like this weird, just bizarre looking mess. Just off of the art design alone, I can say that they've made vast improvements to the formula in terms of the art, in terms of the design and stylistic choices they made with the game. Like from the battle rifle is fucking awesome. I love the sounds. I love the reloading animations. I love how the guns still look like really old school, like kind of out of like the older Alien movies. You know, you have this kind of sci-fi setting where we're still using guns with bullets, but there's like some certain kind of conventions that make them kind of stand out, that make it feel like you're in, you know, you're using older technology in a more modern kind of setting. I love the look with the scope, the more classic style kind of scope that doesn't look like something out of a like an alien gun, like what they tried to do in Halo 5. I love the sound design. I love the heads-up display on the assault rifle. Let's talk about, you know, more specific mechanical choices. I love what they've done with the sliding mechanic. I never thought I'd like a sliding mechanic in a Halo game, but it has this kind of weight to it. There's a commitment to it. It feels really weighted. You feel like you're this, you know, super soldier in this really, really big, heavy piece of armor. Oh shit, I gotta get this thing. This thing's my favorite. The power weapons are awesome. The equipment, I love what they've done with the equipment. This thing is one of my favorites. You can really do some funny stuff with this thing. I mean, like, what they've done with the sandbox here is incredible, in my opinion. And I need to actually, like, remember that I'm making a video and I'm not, you know, I shouldn't just be running around trying to play the game, because that's not what okay, and that should end my reign of terror. Not really. It wasn't really a reign of terror. Oh yeah, you can pick up fusion coils and throw them. I'm not close enough to one, but that's what that guy did to me. And there's new grenades and shit. There's new weapon types. There's like electric weapons that do like a lot of damage to shields and stuff. These things are really awesome. They disable vehicles and they can do like chain lightning effects on people. All the new weapons, you know, feel like Halo weapons. However, there's something that a lot of people like, or I'm sorry, don't like, that's not related to the gameplay, and that's the customization system. So the reason people are upset is that in previous Halo games, the customization system was a lot more robust. I'm not denying that it was, because it was, right? Especially in Halo Reach, I think was the peak. You had tons of different armor customization options to really make unique characters and kind of create like certain kind of lore around your Spartan. I don't think the game music here is copyrightable. That'd be kind of dumb, but if it is, you know, we'll just live with it. So yeah, a lot of the armor options are locked behind paywalls. As you can see here, they've instituted a Destiny-style shader system. Kind of lame. Most of the stuff you have to get from the Battle Pass, as you can see here, right? Available Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass, Battle Pass for all the helmet options. Kind of lame. You know, available in the blah, blah, blah Battle Pass. Right, Battle Pass, Battle Pass. Okay, so here's the other thing, though. And this is something a lot of people are going to get upset with me. Right, they're not going to like what I have to say about this. It's a free-to-play game. It's not like you're paying $60 and then they have to, like, throw a customization system in there to keep you interested. It's a free-to-play game. It's how they make, like, a gross, you know, net profit off of it, ideally, right? But the thing is, Halo's never been a free-to-play game before. I guess, unless you count, like, Halo Custom Edition, and then you got that shit off of Pirate Bay or something, right? Back in, like, 2008. But it's not 2008 anymore. And honestly, the one thing that I will concede on this point before I get into my, before I get into the main talking points of this video, the shaders are dumb. I've always thought shader systems for armor are stupid. Let me pick what fucking colors I want on my armor, dude. It's not that hard. Like, I really don't feel like they have to put it through behind a paywall, because I'm never gonna, like, in good conscience, like, look at a color like this pass in particular, like, provides this like red and black, right? Like, I'm not gonna look at colors and be like, oh yeah, I want to spend $5 at the no, I'm never ever gonna do that. Sorry, big breakfast. But yeah, and that's something that a lot of people, you know, there's more to unpack there, right? Because some people are saying, oh, well, you know, I want this color. I want this color really bad. Damn you, 343, right? And I can't believe I have to spend $10 on it. It's like, to me, it's not that deep. Like, it really kind of comes down to me with the Battle Pass stuff. Like, okay, if I don't want it, then I'm not going to pay for it, right? It's a free-to-play game. Now, it was different, right, when the Battle Pass for Rainbow Six Siege initially came out, right? Because you had a Battle Pass on top of a Season Pass that they were charging money for. So now, you know, what they've done is they've reconciled the difference there by just, you know, allowing you to get access to the operator, you know, blah, 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 with the newer Battle Passes for Siege. So in, you know, select instances like that, where you're paying money for one thing, but you're not getting access to something else, I think it's a little bit different. I know some people are saying that if you pay $60 for the Halo campaign coming out December 8th, you should get, like, some, you know, discounted stuff on the Battle Pass. And, you know, there's nothing saying that 343 can't do that later down the line. But the reality is, at the moment, you know, if you want any kind of, like, reasonable customization, at least in the Halo beta, you know, which it is a beta, right? And some people say, oh, well, it's not effectively a beta because they're charging money for blah, 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 blah. You know, Valorant had customization that they were charging for in the beta, and nobody seemed to mind that, right? I think we have to be smart here and understand that if we're going to treat something like a beta, we should also, you know, give people the option. You know, we should be mature enough to treat everybody like big boys and girls and go, okay, this is a beta. You're paying for the stuff in a beta, and, you know, there's certain aspects about the monetization here that we're testing, right? And I know that some people say, well, I'm not a plaything to be marketed and tested to. Yes, you are. Welcome to capitalism, motherfucker. This is where we're at, right? Like, this is the price you pay, for being a consumer of entertainment media in terms of gaming right now. Like, this is just kind of, you know, this is the model that we're at. I know that Reach had a lot more options. I know that Halo 4 had a lot more options that felt a little bit, you know, less constraining. But the game's free to play. The campaign's not. You can buy the campaign, or you can not buy it if you don't want to, and you don't have to buy the fucking armor colors if you don't want to. That's my take on it. I know a lot of people find that kind of reductive because they think that 343 should just, you know, out of the goodwill of their own hearts, should just go ahead and implement the reach model. I'm pretty black-pilled and kind of cynical in terms of like gaming industry schlock, right? Gaming corporate industry schlock, that anytime I see just the company like communicating with the audience, I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. I never thought that they would do that, right? Like, just the fact that 343 walked back some of the battle pass in terms of its restrictions, right? Because like initially it was super fucking grindy. It's still pretty grindy, but they walked back they increased the progression rate just a tiny bit because people were upset about it, right? And that's stuff that's in an ideal world, that's what we should be able to do, right? Like, if you see something in the beta, you're like, hey, what the fuck? You know, you go to the developer, you go on Reddit, you go in the forums, wherever you go, Twitter, whatever, and then the devs go, oh shit, okay, yeah, you know, our bad, and then they adjust it a little bit. But one really weird, bizarre take that I've read, is that, and it almost feels like conspiratorial, right? It was this idea that, oh well, 343 is highballing us, and they think we're chumps, and they're gonna highball us and then hope that we don't say anything, and then we're gonna say something, and then 343 is gonna adjust it, and then they're gonna act like they're the good guys, and it's like, dude, you can read into that. You can use that kind of way of thinking to read into fucking anything, right? Like, that probably makes sense for something that has a lot more institutional power than a gaming company giving you armor colors. I don't think that 343, just on a hunch, I don't think 343 is that fucking nefarious, okay? You know, let's, like, give people the benefit of a doubt when it makes sense to, okay? Let's not give Activision the benefit of a doubt, right? Because what Activision has done with Warzone, right, is rather than customization stuff, right? Activision implemented a battle pass for all their Call of Duty games, but what they've also done with Warzone is they've completely fucking locked off Warzone to you if you don't have the more recent Call of Duties whenever they put them out. Because it used to be, and I loved Modern Warfare 2019. I loved Modern Warfare 2019. I had so much fun playing it. But after what they started doing with Warzone, I just couldn't abide it, because they put out Black Ops Cold War, which was dog meat, and said, hey, if you want to have a competitive edge in Warzone, you have to play Cold War, grind the guns in Cold War so you can play the Cold War guns in Warzone, because those are the best guns now. And then they did it again with Vanguard. If you want a competitive edge in Warzone, you have to buy dog shit Vanguard, and then, you know, spend $120 for dog shit games that you don't want to play. But if you want to play Warzone and have that competitive edge, you can play with dog shit guns if you want. But, you know, we really want you to play Vanguard and Black Ops Cold War because money, and fuck you. You gotta, you know, take what you can get, man. I mean, there's a pretty decent amount of customization here. Like, yes, is it all locked behind the battle pass? Is the game free to play? Yeah, I'm not that pressed about it, and I'm sure that they're gonna add like more options later down the line. I think that they should add, you know, separate tracks of like customizability that don't involve you know, just paying for stuff. I think that Siege actually has a pretty decent model in terms of the way that they allow people to spend credits on certain kinds of skins and stuff, but they have alpha packs, and they have, you know, a battle pass for more specific kind of items if you want those, like time exclusive sorts of items. But at the end of the day, you're not, unless you're selling these accounts on the black market, which is usually against the terms of service anyway, you know, unless you're selling your account because it has a fucking, you know, armor piece or whatever. Like, there's no flexing here, right? It's just like, you're not like accomplishing a feat to get the armor, right? You're not completing an achievement. It's literally just a monetary flex. It's literally just, you know, like jewelry. It's just, you know, it's aesthetic. It has nothing to do with gameplay. It's fashion. It's gaming, digital fashion. And you can spend the money on it if you want to look cool, or you can be a real Chad and just ignore the customization and just play the game. That's kind of how I feel about it. I think you make more of a statement now in 2021 by just, you know, rejecting gun colors and armor colors than you do the other way around. But I do hope they find a way to make everybody happy here, because the game is so fucking good. The game is so good. And I'm very excited for the campaign. And you know what? I'd rather play this than Battlefield right now, so I could give a crap. Or Vanguard, right? For free. So that's kind of what I think. What do you guys think of the customization system in Halo? Does the game suck because of it? Have you uninstalled? Will you petition 343 for a redress of grievances? Let them know what you voiced on the Reddit forum. Okay, you have the power. I don't fucking know. Let me know if you think I'm a shill for 343 in the comments down below, and I look forward to what you guys have to say in the next commentary. Deuces.